Hi, I'm Eric Siegel with ericstrains.com. Today we're going to be checking out Lionel's new command control equipped speeder. The Lionel speeder is by no means a new model. Lionel has been making the speeder for many years now, but until recently the speeder has always been a conventionally controlled motorized unit. In other words, it didn't have command control, and so you couldn't really run it on a command control layout like mine. But that's all changed now because in recent years, Lionel has been able to miniaturize the TMCC electronics package so that it will now fit in small motorized units like this one. So a couple of years ago, they put out the scale TMCC equipped trackmobile. Then after that, they put out the command control equipped track inspection car. And now, joining those two is the command control equipped speeder. Lionel first cataloged the command control speeder in their 2012 Volume 1 catalog, but then they had to cancel it, and I'm not really sure why they canceled it. I heard a rumor that they were having trouble fitting the electronics package into the speeder. I'm not sure if that was true or not, but whatever problem they were having, evidently they were able to resolve it, and then they recatalogued the command control speeder in their 2012 Volume 2 catalog, and then they finally shipped in December of 2012. Lionel offers the speeder in many different road names. They've got the BNSF version that you see here. They've also got a Union Pacific, a Norfolk Southern, a Pennsy, a New York Central, a CSX, a Canadian National, and then just a yellow Maintenance of Way version. And I'm sure they'll do other road names in the future. Doesn't matter which road name you get, they're all identical except for the paint scheme. As for myself, I got the BNSF and the Norfolk Southern versions. As I said, these speeders are equipped with command control. They come with classic TMCC, not legacy. And that's because you really don't need legacy here. There's no speaker or sound effects of any kind. There's no smoke unit or anything like that. All you need is basic command control, directional control, and some control over the lights, and TMCC is perfectly fine for that. There are three ways you can run the speeder. You can run it conventionally, like the old-fashioned speeders, or you can run it with the classic TMCC Cab 1 remote, or you can run it with the Legacy Cab 2 remote, which is the way that I'm going to run it today. The speeder is not a high-end model by any means, but it's still pretty nicely detailed. The paint job on this thing is great. We've got running boards down here on either side. There are separately applied grab irons and windshield wipers on the speeder. We've got nice clear plastic windows with black trim around them. There's a headlight up front and one in the back, and then we've got a flashing strobe light up here. And then finally, the doors on the speeders open up like that. The motor and the electronics don't leave much room on the inside of the speeder, but the interior is illuminated and there are two hand-painted crew figures at the controls. This is what the underside of the speeder looks like. The front set of wheels are the drive wheels, and there's a single traction tire on this wheel right here, and then the back set of wheels just spin freely. There are two pickup rollers here, and then right here is the TMCC run program switch. Okay, the last thing we're going to do before we start the speeder up is BFIMO, best feature in my opinion. Honestly, I feel a little bit silly doing BFIMO on the speeder because there just aren't that many features to choose from. But if I had to pick one, I would say it's the simple fact that it has command control. I've been waiting for years for Lionel to put out a command control equipped speeder. They finally did, and that's the sole reason why I picked a couple of these up. So in my opinion, the best feature is the fact that these finally have command control. Okay, I've powered up the track on my layout, and this is what the speeder looks like. You don't have to power the speeder up like you do a regular engine. When the track gets power, it's ready to go, and this is what you get. The front headlight is on, the interior cab light is on, and the strobe light is on. Now, the strobe light can be activated or deactivated using the Legacy remote. The 8 key will turn it off, and the 9 key will turn it back on. By default, out of the box, the strobe light should be on. If I want to turn it off, I hit the 8 key on the Legacy remote, and that turns it off. And then if I want to turn it back on, I hit the 9 key. The headlight on the speeder can also be toggled on and off using the Legacy remote. That's done with the aux 2 button. If I want to turn it off, I press the aux 2 button like this, and then to turn it back on, I press aux 2 again. The only other significant feature that the speeder has is directional lighting. So when I put it in reverse, the front headlight turns off and the rear headlight turns on, and then when I put it back and forward, the front headlight comes back on and the rear headlight turns off. And that is pretty much all there is to the speeder. Its operation is very simple, so the only thing we have left to do is to take this thing for a quick spin. Okay, that about wraps it up for this review. These speeders are great little gems that I think can add a lot of character to any layout. It's really nice to see command control finally working its way down into some of these smaller motorized units, and I'm really excited to see where this will go in the future. It would be great to see more and more pieces of scale, command control equipped, maintenance of way equipment in the coming years. If you're interested in purchasing one of these speeders, they retail for right at $150, which I think is actually a pretty good price. If you need a train store to buy one of these from, try my favorite train store, which is Legacy Station. You can call them at 770-339-7780 or find them on the web at www.legacystation.com. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm Eric Siegel, and I'll see you next time.